Fukuoka City, an international city that is continuing to develop with Asia and the world. As the closest city in Japan to the Asian continent, it has, since ancient times, prospered as a hub of international exchange linking Japan with the rest of Asia. Since about 2,000 years ago, Fukuoka City has been engaging in international exchange. History and tradition have been handed down, and still today, active cultural exchange continues to be held with other Asian countries through a range of events. In Fukuoka, there's also a concentration of international exchange organizations. And every year, many international conferences are held at facilities such as Fukuoka International Congress Center. What's more, increasing numbers of both domestic and overseas companies are starting up business in Fukuoka City, which has abundant tourism resources and convenient access to other cities on the island of Kyushu. The city attracts large numbers of people, making it a very vibrant place. In March 2014, Fukuoka was chosen to become a national strategic special zone, further increasing the city's momentum. Hakata Port has supported the development of the international city of Fukuoka since ancient times. Hakata Station is now even more convenient after the full opening of the Kyushu Shinkansen, while the JR Fukuoka Freight Terminal is located close to Hakata Port. Fukuoka Airport is served by a large number of domestic and international routes, and the network of expressways provides convenient access to principal cities within Japan. These connections to land, sea, and air transportation are all concentrated within a region of 5 kilometers. Many visitors from the rest of Asia arrive aboard international cargo passenger ferries and cruise ships that call it Hakata Port. The port has been ranked in top position by number of passengers entering and leaving Japan by ship every year since 1993. And even in the ranking for all ports of entry by number of overseas arrivals and departures, Hakata Port is high on the national list. Since its beginning as an international trade port in 1899, Hakata Port has been expanding its port functions along with the development of the city. Behind this expansion is a regional concentration of the automobile industry that boasts an annual production of 1.5 million vehicles. The principal imports handled by the port are furniture and daily goods. Making use of its favorable geographical proximity to countries in the rest of Asia where trade volumes have continued to increase in recent years, Hakata Port is handling larger amounts of container cargo year after year. In addition, Hakata Port is served by international marine trunk routes, providing it with direct links to ports in regions around the world. At the same time, the port's global network is expanding. The economic effect of the port is about 2 trillion yen, while the employment creation effect amounts to around 270,000 people. Let's now introduce the features of Hakata Port, a cutting-edge international logistics hub. Container cargo is handled mainly by the international container terminals at Kashi Park Port and Island City. Kashi Container Terminal has a berth that extends for 600 meters with 4 gantry cranes. Island City Container Terminal can accommodate two 60,000-ton class container ships at the same time and is equipped with 5 gantry cranes. In addition, there are plans to construct a new container yard, which will create a high-standard international terminal with a total berth length of 1,000 meters. Island City Container Terminal uses RTGs, which have high storage efficiency and generate very little noise because they are electrically driven. Kashi Container Terminal has adopted straddle carriers, which are characterized by their high mobility. Both terminals operate 24 hours a day. Hakata Port is also a disaster-resistant terminal. Berths have earthquake-resistant structures, while gantry cranes have anti-seismic structures that can withstand even strong tremors. Even in the case of a power outage, a unique backup system has been built utilizing container handling and other equipment to provide power, allowing operations to continue without damaging container terminal functions. The CAX terminal system is an operations system for central management of the 2 container terminals. CAX ensures speedy gate entry and container inventory control, along with safe and efficient terminal operations such as loading and unloading of cargo. The Hakata Port Logistic IT System, or HITS, which is the leading feature of the Hakata Port International Container Terminal, is the most advanced system of its kind in Japan and provides port information to users. With this system, users can retrieve cargo information from container terminals via the internet. Port users such as shippers, forwarders, and trucking companies can send and receive instructions on import-export operations and share information. Status information on containers at overseas terminals can also be obtained through system collaboration with overseas ports. And through this, global cargo tracing has been realized. By using the internet, cargo information can be obtained in real time, which has drastically reduced enquiry and other work. And use of that information has also led to the speeding up of check-in and out procedures at gates. In addition, the container lock service, which takes advantage of smartphones, was newly introduced in September 2013. The aim is to reduce the time for gate operation procedures by making use of GPS functions to obtain advanced information on the moving of container cargo into and out of the port. Hakata Port will continue to proactively expand its overseas network and work to enhance global cargo information. Another feature of Hakata Port is that it's an eco-terminal, which contributes to the global environment. As a first step in this initiative, it has completed Japan's first electrification of RTGs. By supplying electricity to RTGs from overground bus bars, diesel engine generators have been eliminated from normal operations. And at Kashi Park Port, hybrid straddle carriers have been introduced for the first time in Japan. These efforts have contributed to a significant reduction in energy costs and mitigation of environmental load. In particular, CO2 emission has been reduced by about 80%. This is equivalent to the amount of CO2 that a 600-hectare forest 1.5 times the size of Island City, can absorb in a year. For reefer facilities that supply electricity to refrigerated and frozen containers, automatic retractable roofs have been installed to block direct sunlight. This is another way in which efforts are being made to reduce electricity consumption. Hakata Port receives many visitors from both Japan and overseas who come to observe the latest logistics systems and environment-friendly technology. In 2013, at the World Port Conference of IAPH, Hakata Port won the Gold Prize of the Port Environment Award and received the best rating among the member ports. In an age where global logistics must cope with the constantly changing world economic situation, Hakata Port is prepared. Hakata Port is working to create safe and secure port facilities for users by managing terminal facilities efficiently. We are also contributing to users by establishing a 24-hour backup system, taking initiatives in IT services, environmental load reduction, and BCP, and introducing leading-edge cargo handling equipment. Hakata Port has a significant role to play and will continue to develop as Kyushu's gateway to Asia and the rest of the world.